Okay, boys and girls, here's the video with solving systems. A couple ways to do it. I'll do this first one first, and we'll go through the rest. So again, we are going to do the intercept method instead of putting into y equals. So I'll do this one first. If I put 0 in for x, I get negative 2y equals 4. And then y equals negative 2. So if y equals negative 2 and my x was 0, that's my point. Flip it around, put 0 in for y, I get x equals 4. So if x equals 4, my y is 0, that's my other point. Draw the line. Okay, we'll do orange for this one. Okay, sorry boys and girls, Mrs. Reed walked in. Okay, so where was I? Alright, I'm going to do this top problem. Plug in 0 for x. That goes away. I'm left with 2y equals 12. Y equals 6. Perfect. Then plug in 0 for y. I'm left with 3x equals 12, and divided by 3, x equals 4. Perfect. Connect my line. Perfect. And there's my solution, 4, 0. So remember, when we solve a system of equations, what we're actually doing is finding where the two lines intersect. That is what we're actually doing. The whole plugging in thing and substitution and solving is great, but what we're actually doing is figuring out this point right there. Okay. So, substitution. Basically, look at the problem, find out what would be the easiest to plug one into the other, and go from there. So I see here that this is already solved for x. So wherever I see an x, I'm going to plug this in. So 3, instead of x, I'll write down what x equals. 8y minus 10 plus 9y equals 36. So I've gone from 2 variables, which I can't solve, to 1 variable, which I can't solve. Distribute 24y minus 30 plus 9y equals 36. This is right here, 33 y minus 30 equals 36. Add 30 to both sides. 33y equals 66. Y equals 2. Okay, so once you have 1, you have to plug it in to the problem. Doesn't matter what one you choose. I'll choose this one. We'll have x equals 8 times 2, because that's what we found out, minus 10. Okay, so put that 2 in and solve. X equals 16 minus 10, and x equals 6. So again, that's my solution. It is a point on a graph. So it's 6, 2. If you want to check it, you can plug it in to make sure. That's substitution. Okay. Elimination. Again, we have 2 terms. We need to get it down to 1 term. So you want to find a couple things. You want variables with opposite signs, so you can cancel them out. and then things that can be multiplied. So you can multiply any line by any number as long as you do it to both sides. That's fine. All these look like they're pretty straightforward ones and easy ones, where they're already kind of set up for you. So, for example, we'll do 10. So I'm looking for opposite signs. So I see that my x's have opposite signs, as do my y's. I can now combine these this way and get a new equation. So when I do that, this cancels out. I'm left with y equals 14. Done. There's y. Plug it back in. I'll plug it back into the second equation because that looks like it's easier. 2x minus 14 equals 4. Add 14 to both sides. And 2x equals 18. X equals 9. And there is your solution. 9 comma 14. So again, boys and girls, the goal is to get one variable that have opposite signs and the same number. I don't like subtracting, even though you can. You could subtract equations if you like. I always like to add them together. And so in order to do that, you have to make sure you have opposite signs. So you might have to multiply by a negative to get it to look the way you want. But you can multiply any equation on both sides by any number, and you can combine equations. And the goal is to cancel out one variable before solving the other one. Before solving for other one. All right, I hope that video helped the people who needed it. If you have any other questions, don't be afraid to ask. Teams, email, come see me before or after class. I think that's it, and I'll see you guys later today. Bye.